Evita.
Evita.
Perón. 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 Evita. I think it's important to note that neither of us have ever seen a production of Evita.
True.
This is the first production either of us have ever seen. The show itself could use a book.
I didn't love the show as much as I wanted to.
Yeah.
It was still, the music is amazing.
Right.
But just for knowing more about Evita and the situation, a book would have helped.
You know what's confusing is that when you have a show like that where I'm so familiar with the cast recording, but I am not familiar exactly with the story, that I think like, oh, but when I see the show, it'll all make sense because there'll be all that stuff in between the songs.
Yeah.
And then you watch it and you're like, oh, there's nothing in between the songs. That's the whole story is in the songs and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I knew the facts because I have read Eva Perón's Wikipedia page and stuff like that, so I knew what was going on and I knew the beats. If I hadn't read Eva Perón's Wikipedia page, I would have been real confused.
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on.
There was no exposition.
Yeah.
A little book.
A little
goes
book
a
would have
long
been nice.
way.
A little book would have been nice.
Yeah.
A little bit of book.
Yeah.
The production is beautiful.
The production is fantastic. Absolutely
gorgeous.
Beautiful. Yeah.
The set is the best set I have ever seen. I cannot think of another set that made my jaw drop and made me go, wow.
Especially in that transition from the first scene to Buenos Aires. And then that big city opens up.
It's
beautiful.
Beautiful. The lighting
was fantastic.
The lighting was amazing.
Don't Cry for Argentina.
Gorgeous. The production itself is amazing. I mean, they've done an amazing production of a slightly flawed show.
The dancing?
The dancing is fantastic. The whole ensemble, I mean, the costumes were great. The costumes were fantastic. Yeah.
Especially the military guys in tank tops.
Michael Cerveris is amazing.
I mean, so great.
He's
so great.
He's amazing. He is, I've never seen him live, and he literally, there were many times where I was like, oh my god. He's amazing. His voice is beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Ricky Martin.
Oh man, he came out and I was like, he's Ricky Martin.
That's so funny.
It was really weird.
He's really cute.
He's beautiful. He's beautiful.
Yeah. I thought
he's a beautiful, beautiful man.
He's a beautiful man.
And his costumes fit him.
All right. Well. I did notice that also. I was like, those pants look great on him. Yeah. Approve. Let's stop objectifying Ricky Martin and talk about his performance.
His singing was fantastic. Yeah. He sounds great. Yeah. He sounds really, really great. Yeah. And it made me be like, oh, I wish I had seen him as Marius in Les Mis. He had like a little bit of a sassy interpretation of Che that took a minute to settle in, but then it was great.
Then it was really good.
Yeah. And I liked that they made him climb the sets. That made me happy. I don't know why, but I liked it.
I liked it too. I liked it a lot. Here's the thing about Elena Roger. I don't have a problem with her. I would love to see her in another show. Personally, I think my love of the original Broadway cast of Evita is what I love about Evita. And I don't think I necessarily love the show Evita, and I think I don't want to hear anyone else sing Evita besides Patti LuPone. Or Elaine Page. But mostly Patti LuPone. Like I like listening to Elaine Page because it's sung beautifully and I understand the lyrics. You know? And then vocal performance. I just want to listen to Patti. But I really I seriously was like, going into the show, I was really worried that I was gonna hate her, that I was gonna not be able to enjoy the show at all because all I was gonna think about was Patti. It's not you, it's me. I only want to hear Patti LuPone.
It's not you, it's me. That's funny.
Right? Because really, she's got a beautiful voice. I would like to hear her sing other things. Yeah. I think she's fantastic. I just only want to hear Patti LuPone sing Rainbow High. Because when I think of Evita, and I think of the score of Evita, I think of a woman, and obviously, like, this is so heavily influenced by me listening to the cast recording with Patti LuPone all the time. But, like, I think of a woman with, like, a big voice. Right. A big, powerful, belting, strong voice. And she's got a beautiful voice, but it's not that. Which is what I wanted. Right. To me, Evita is amazing high belting. And amazing high belting is Patti LuPone. All those three things are so much intertwined to my experience and my knowledge of this show that you cannot pick apart high belting Patti LuPone and Evita. They're together.
Bummer. I haven't listened to the Patti cast recording. I mean, I've listened to it, but it's not... I don't own it. It's not but I also know that that's what people think of Evita. They think Evita, high belting. And I think it was just because the score is so crazy banana times, I like am fine with her not high belting everything. It was in there. It was.
I don't know.
And I think because that score is so cuckoo banana times, I was like, yeah, I couldn't even fathom singing that score. One performance, let alone 6. Or 5.
I think that Evita, let me get through this metaphor without you saying anything.
Okay.
I think that Evita is like the Broadway Joker. Whereas in the Batman movies, like, what was it, that thing that Jack Nicholson said to Heath Ledger? He was like, that character, playing that character will make you go crazy. And there are characters in musical theater, like Sarah Brown. A million actresses can play Sarah Brown. I think very, very few actresses can play Ava and play her well and right and the way it should be. You know what I mean? Where, like, it's one of those roles that it's not for everyone. It's for very, very few people, and it's only for the few people who can barely manage to, because even we know Patti struggled through it. There's nobody in the world who's ever lived who could play Ava easily. That's just not what it is. It's too much.
It's Andrew Lloyd Webber's fault.
Well, he hates women and their voices, and he wants to murder them. I feel like Patti did it, and I feel like Elaine Paige did it, but they also, like, went a little crazy. Yeah. And murdered their voices a little bit.
You also didn't see either of them doing it.
Right, exactly.
You've only heard recordings of it that are fixed and
absolutely
done takes and takes and takes of.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But also, like, reading things about what it was like at that time period on Broadway, and knowing the reaction the public had to seeing Patti do that role. That's a lot of, I did spend a lot of time during the show going like, oh, I wonder what it was like when Patti was doing this. Like, I spent a lot of time going, Patti did not do all that choreography.
Well, no, because they cast people who can dance in Patti LuPone revivals.
I want to see the alternate, and I want to go on YouTube and listen to, like, a million actresses sing Evita and see if it is, I didn't really like this actress's voice in Evita, or if I only want to hear Patti sing Evita. Because after much research, I have discovered that it's not, I don't like this person singing Funny Girl, it's I don't want anyone to sing Funny Girl who is not Barbra Streisand. And I've done a lot of research to discover that.
Lea Michele?
Nobody should sing Funny Girl but Barbra Streisand. And I don't think I have that with Evita. I think I'm like, mostly only Patti should sing it, but also Elaine Paige can sing it. And so
that's nice of you.
You're welcome, Elaine Paige.
Look out, mighty Europe.
The show should come with subtitles.